kuna kiapo yako. Dunia mzima imesikia. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amari, for that powerful rendition.
Of course.
And I want to thank all of you for the patience that you have exhibited. I appreciate the courtesy. And that let me go down and say, Asanteni sana. But before I make some quick submissions, because I'm an investigator, I know the mood of the court. Allow me to make just some few interjections out of professional courtesy to three individuals to just say a quick one. One is Senior Ongaro, just a quick one or two word of advice to all of us before we go to the next person. Karibu sana Senior Ongaro. Karibu. By the way, the support that we have been getting amongst the seniors behind the scenes, that's why I want to assure you that you're going to win this election on 29th. Because of him. We have been reaching out to the seniors and speaking to them. That is why I'm giving him the microphone. Thank you very much.
First of all, my sister in front of me, I can't cry in her presence. I have my sister in front of me, I can't cry in her presence. She's blue and I'm circumcised. The circumcised man cannot cry in front of her. Thank you very much, PMO, for giving me this chance to say a few things about your candidature. One, I don't know where to start. It's a very short notice, but I remember the first time I met PMO was in court. I don't think he knew me, but he started giving me stories. And for a very long time we have been discussing so on. I'm not very sure if we have ever discussed his campaign, but if we have, then I can't recall. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to address your campaign together. The other thing that I would like to say briefly is that the LSA campaigns have taken a very different trajectory. We are no longer friends. We are campaign enemies, which is very unfortunate. Perhaps that should come to an end. Seated here is my classmate, Konuche. She's running for vice president against two of my friends. None of them has any issue against me. Three, I'm speaking of her. PMO has run a fantastic campaign. When he mentioned my name, I actually thought whether I should say this or not, but now since I've said it, I'll tell you. People believe that whoever I am with always becomes president. I said people believe. I don't think it's true, but people believe. I've been contacted by very many people, and the message I get is that very, very positive ideas about PMO's campaign. It's so positive that I'm scared, but I'm scared of saying it. that I'm standing next to the next president of the Law Society of Kenya. Congratulations, and I think I am there.
Thank you very much, Senior Ongaro. One last opportunity, and again I crave for your courtesy. Allow me to invite another colleague, Mr. Bila. Just say one word in 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you. My sisters, my brothers at the bar, I know you're tired, you're hungry, bear with me a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mila Bwire. I was president of the committee that approved Miriam as wife to Peter back in university, together with my friend here. The Law Society of Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, as we know it, is broken. And I thank those who have worked, you have worked your bit, but we need improvement. The scholars will agree, like Martin Yebola says, when they came for the Jews, no one spoke. They came for the Unionists, no one spoke. They came for him, no one spoke. Mawakili tumefikiwa. Tumefikiwa, and we need a voice that can speak there. The man who is speaking next, as I finish my minute, is a man whose society in classism had battered and had constrained him to Nigeria. Like Frantz Fanon would say, the wretched of the earth. But he's a man who beat odds. He stood tall. He returned, ladies and gentlemen, to stand up, step up to the microphone to lead us. So he has capacity. As I finish, the senior bar has endorsed. The medium bar has endorsed. The younger bar has endorsed. The scholars have endorsed. The brown, beautiful young lawyers and old lawyers have endorsed. The tall, dark men and handsome have endorsed. All of us have endorsed. Ladies and gentlemen, on 29, we make it happen. And now I have the distinct privilege, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome the President, Law Society.
Thank you very much, Mila. Now, if I don't say this, I can go home and I get into trouble. So allow me to ask my wife, my dear wife, Miriam, just come and greet you. The king of my wife.
Thank you so much for coming to support Peter. And from where I sit, I've walked a personal journey with him. It has been a success. It's challenging, but we've succeeded. I believe he's the best man, he's the best person, and he has the best vision for the Law Society of Kenya. So my request is that come 29, please come and vote for me. Asanteni sana, and God bless you.
We've done a good campaign. We've done a campaign based on issues. Now my name, formally, for those ones who have not heard it from me, my name is Peter Manyonge Wanyama. And I have another name which is very interesting to pronounce. It makes me a little bit distinctive. It is a name which is very special to me, but some of you don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, it is called Ongurapos. That's a Teso name. A Teso name. Myself, I'm a product of Bukusu and a Teso. So it is actually a real name. Yeah, so allow me to just, so that I don't take a lot of your time, I want to start by asking a question. Who is the youngest lawyer in the room? Last admitted to the bar. Last to be admitted to the bar, 2023. Who is the youngest lawyer in the room here? Please come forward if you are the youngest lawyer in the room. Come. The youngest lawyers, I need 10 youngest lawyers in the room. So I want to make a promise today here that our campaign has been based on articulating issues that concern all legal practitioners, with particular emphasis to the lawyers who are at the bottom of the economy, the ones who have come up and they need support. Support from established lawyers and support from the Society of Kenya in terms of mentorship. So today I want to hand over 10 books to them to symbolically demonstrate that our campaign has been about knowledge acquisition. Our campaign has been about creating opportunities for everyone. Our campaign has been about ensuring that we lay a platform, a multiple basis for the young legal practitioner to flourish because of the shrinking legal markets that we have. So allow me to just, in a brief interlude, to hand over the books to them. As I said, it is symbolical. We have so many other books that we'll continue handing over. And at this juncture, allow me to just request my colleague Matthews to come. Matthews is, by the way, the author of the books that I've been giving out. Matthews is an advocate. He has authored a book on corporate finance. I was privileged to work together with Matthews and Dr. Mudomi Kyakalu at Mohammed Muigai Advocates. So Matthew, he is the author behind the corporate finance book that I've been distributing to colleagues as a strategy of centralizing the idea of acquisition of knowledge in the legal sector. Matthews, just say one or two, because I have distributed your book to every law firm I've visited, every branch that I've gone. Say one or two, please.
Thank you, our incoming president, PMO. And it gives me a real distinct honor to actually receive a mic from you to speak about what you have campaigned on, which is very passionate to you, about the shrinking practice space and how we as lawyers, we need to be creative on venturing in emerging areas of practice. I am proud of you because that campaign promise is something that is so real and we live with it. I was listening to my teacher, Madam Konuche here, telling us that in the next 10 years, we'll have 30,000 lawyers coming into the practice space. This is your campaign platform of diversifying practice by identifying emerging areas of law is something that really strikes at the nerve of a campaign. And we will stand with you and support you in this cause. And whichever thoughts that we have. As a person, I am grateful that you found it right, that my book can also be relevant in this journey. And thank you very much. I wish you all the best. And I promise that with everything we have, we will campaign for you and ensure that you win. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthews. I think we may be seated. Thank you. Thank you very much. What happens usually to a dream deferred? What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun and fester like a soul? I'm asking a question. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun and fester like a soul? Does it crust and sugar over like a heavy load? Does it? I'm asking you, colleagues. Or does it explode? So what I want to say here is that on 29th of this month, that is next week on Thursday, we want to explode all our dreams together. We want to ensure that we lay a platform for the growth of the Law Society of Kenya that listens to the concerns of all practitioners. We want a Law Society of Kenya that is led for the first time by a practitioner who is all round, and a practitioner who understand where they should be. We don't want to be at LSK and then we make simple mistakes that hurt the common practitioner. We don't want to be at LSK and then we don't want to listen to the concerns of the practitioners about the sufferings which they are undergoing at the moment in the legal market. Because as we speak, the legal economy is definitely shrinking. So many lawyers are suffering outside there. Myself, sometimes I shed tears. Juridical tears, not the actual tears. When colleagues talk to me and confide to me information that they are paid 16,000 and 20,000 shillings in Nairobi. Yet Law Society of Kenya is not concerned about it. We don't even have a database of unemployed colleagues. What is wrong with the Law Society of Kenya? What is it to belaniwa? We are not sensitive to the concerns of practitioners in a meaningful way. And to me that hurts me to the core. And that is why last year I decided that with the knowledge that I've acquired in legal practice and experience in management, because they keep on saying that Wanyama has no experience in management. But I can tell you here today, and for those ones who are doubting, that I took part in the setting up and development of the Council of Governors Secretariat. I was able to negotiate development with development partners programs for them. I did that with a very beautiful, a nice lady, a very hard-working lady, one of the most incorruptible persons I've ever worked with, Lady Justice Jacqueline Mogeni. We were able to set up institutions and we learned how to set up, how to recruit staff, how to manage staff relationship, how to negotiate development support with development programs, how to set up basic issues which are very important in an organization such as a strategic plan, and I have experience to run that Law Society of Kenya. Because what Law Society of Kenya needs is a leader who brings out its full potential. Look at the question of CPD. We have a problem right now with CPDs. CPDs are basic and mechanical. They don't provide a platform for the acquisition of knowledge by legal practitioners. All that LSK wants is to charge points for CPDs. And myself, being in the sector of policy and legislative development and having a foot on emerging areas of legal practice, I can tell you that one of the ways of us reimaging the legal profession in Kenya, trying to situate it on where it's supposed to be, at the same time reflecting the concerns of practitioners, is to have a revamped program for CPD, continued professional support, continued professional development program. That is important. It is important for two major reasons. The young legal practitioners who are coming into the market need to be introduced into the mechanics of the market. Our market is deeply capitalist. It owes you no favor. You must adapt or you ship out. But as LSK being the trade union for practitioners, we don't want practitioners to be told to ship out. LSK must be at the center stage of pushing for the concerns of practitioners, and that is why we need an LSK that is led by a practitioner who understands the need to use CPD, Continued Professional Development Program, to be able to build the capacity of young legal practitioners so that they don't suffer. And Section 4A and B of the LSK Act is about knowledge acquisition, the first two functions of the Law Society of Kenya. So we need to use CPD to introduce young lawyers into emerging areas of legal practice. And I can mention a few. We need young lawyers to understand that there's a field of